Hello, let's talk about how we can create tables in Microsoft Access. As we already discussed in our last video tutorial, that how we can create database system, and we created one cell information system, a blank database in Microsoft Access. You can watch from there. Uh, and In this database, now we will be creating these tables: customer, order, detail, product, supplier, and employee. These are called objects of the database. This will hold data. So this physical database model should be created in advance before sitting in front of the computer and creating table inside the database. All the entities should have all the attributes, their data types, primary key, foreign key assigned, and the relationship and their cardinalities identified. We already have discussed conceptual, logical, and physical database modeling process in our previous tutorials. You can watch from there that how we could create this physical model, and you can watch the full video of creating these table from this list playlist of introduction to database. You can watch from there. Let's start it. We have already created empty database, so I will go and open uh, that existing cell information system database. I have already created this database is empty and have no object, and now I will be going to create tables in this database. So let's start it. How we can go? I will go to the create option, and here in the table group there are different options. So the one which I prefer is database design. Here I will start with the first entity in our physical data model is customer ID. So cust ID, and I will take it. Its data type is number, and customer underscore name, it should be text and address, for example. And these are the data types, different data types. You can choose a relevant data type. For example, date of birth, so this should be date and time. And contact underscore email, for example, so it should be email should have a data type as hyperlink. And for example, if we have gender, so gender could be male or female, so I can use a very best lookup wizard from here. And from this here I will type my value here, showing that when the data entry operator will select value for this one, so it will either have male value or will have female value. Okay, so next, and this is the column name. Okay, finish. Now this all the attributes of the table are now completed. For example, the most important thing is that, as we have already mentioned, that we need to have the primary key and foreign key. So this is the customer table. It will have the primary key, and primary key could be assigned by clicking this key. Now when you will click on the save option, it will ask you for the name and TBL customer, and I will save this as my first table. Now this table is created, and when I double click here, all the attributes are here. No data is here. For example, first customer is 100, customer name is Ali, address is Swat, and date of birth, so you can select from here the date of birth. I'm randomly giving any number. Contact email abc@gmail.com, and gender. Now when I will click here, all the populated values from lookup wizard, it will be already over here. I will pick one out of them. So this is the data entry to the table, but this is not the recommended way to enter data from here, because there are chances that the clerk or the data entry operator may do some mistake or erroneous deletion of the data. So in our later video tutorial, maybe we will be talking about how to create form for storing data over here. So we will continue this process by creating all the tables in this way and assigning primary key and foreign key. Now let's create the second table: order ID, number, and its order date. And as this uh, is our one-to-many relationship, because one customer can have many orders, so this order table will keep the foreign key. And what is foreign key? The primary key of the customer table will be put here as the foreign key. And what was the primary key of that customer table? That was cust ID, and data type was number. This is very important, that this label could be changed. Customer ID, and in customer table it could be cust ID, it could be changed, but this data type must be matched, because we will later on we will be discussing the referential integrity constraint, and we will be talking about in detail over there. Now let's set the primary key for this order table as well, and we don't need to do anything with the foreign key, just we have to mention it, write it. No label is needed, because the DBMS will automatically understand it that it is the foreign key. Now continuing the same process of creating all the tables here. Product supplier tables are created, and product ID is set as the primary key. Now to close this table, or we have the last table, order detail. So let's create the order detail table as well. Order detail design, and the order detail, in the order detail table we have what order ID, and which customer has done it, cust ID, number, and which product has been ordered in this one. So product ID, and what is the quantity that has been ordered by the in a particular order. Okay, now this order ID and this customer ID, they both can act as a primary key together. So this is called composite key. When more than one attribute combines together and form the primary key, that is called for composite key. You have to select this one, and both you have to select both and click on the primary key, so both will act as a primary key. And this is actually the junction table that acts between two entities when they have many-to-many relationship. For example, one order have many product, and one product could be in many orders, so we have split that into order detail table, and we are saving it, and the name of this junction table will be the combine of both product order, or we can say product order detail. So both could be the name of this one. So this is all we have created all the tables, and in our next video tutorial we may talk about how we can connect them together to form the relationship, and then start entering data. Thank you.